I wonder as I wander out under the sky, how Jesus the Savior did come for to die, for poor ordinary people like you and like I wonder as I wander out under the sky. It is good to wander, sometimes alone, sometimes with a friend or loved one. If you are with someone else, we might expect that conversation would take precedence. But in those times of silent wandering, we may begin to wonder things that might not come to mind in any other setting. Behind all the celebration and joyful singing and bright lights is the dark purpose for Jesus in entering our world, that Jesus would die for us. For poor, ordinary people like you and like I, Jesus knew that this would be necessary while watching poor and ordinary people over thousands of years from on high. His willingness to come to our world, with all of its threats and dangers, with all of the blindness of those who would still not hear his good news, is truly a wonder that we may come back to time and time again as we wander through our busy lives. When Mary birthed Jesus, 'twas in a cow stall, with wise men and farmers and shepherds and all. But high from the heavens a star's light did fall, a promise of ages, it then did recall. Jesus' arrival was into the most unlikely of places for the Lord of heaven and earth. A cow stall is no place for either an expectant mother, and certainly not for a newborn baby. But Jesus was kept close in the arms of Mary and guarded by a collection of humanity, wise men and farmers and shepherds and all. The shepherds had a choir of angels to tell them the good news, but that vision was short-lived. And after the angels had left the shepherds and returned to the heavens, then the shepherds had to come and see for themselves. Shepherds or not, we too need to see for ourselves. The one sign that was there for the duration of Christ's birth was a star. Stars that burn in the heavens for millions of years help us to refocus our thoughts to a different scale of time. May we too, in seeing stars above on a clear winter night, recall the promise of ages and continue to, long after these days of COVID have since faded into times past. If Jesus had wanted for any wee thing, a star in the sky or a bird on the wing, or all of God's angels in heaven for to sing, he surely could have it, 'cause he Can you imagine Jesus calling up cosmic room service? He could have had whatever he wanted. A star in the sky, a bird on the wing, even an encore performance of the angelic choir. He had every right to demand it as the Lord of all. But Jesus did none of that. He came not to take, to receive, to accumulate and power in things for himself. Instead, he came to give over and over to all those in need of a new life. And then that day would come when, climbing the hill to Calvary, he would finally give himself. In his life and his death and his life again, we have been the ones to receive all we need from the gracious hand of the King. Sometimes we even enjoy a star in the sky or a bird on the wing, or dare we dream, angels in heaven who once again break into songs and proclamation. I wonder as I wander out under the sky, how Jesus the Savior did come for to die, for poor ordinary people like you and like I wonder as I wander out under the sky. May the blessings of Jesus Christ be with all of you this night.